Retributive justice is not logical, and nobody should ever pretend that it is. It is undeniably one of the most emotional ideas, if not the most emotional idea, concerning the governing of society to ever exist. It is something everybody feels, but nobody thinks. Something that everyone desires in the emotional grip of an unpleasant story, and immediately discards when the initial horror leaves them, if it ever does. The desire for unnecessary blood is illogical and evidently an act of emotion, an act of anger, to be more specific. Emotion of this raw and dangerous kind is often behind the immoral acts that find themselves in the justice system. It seems most ironic that some seem to think the same mentality of emotional violence and impulse that causes crime ought to govern and punish it. It is simply the basis of crime applied at a larger level and with similarly disastrous consequences. Such consequences are the breakdown in the moral order. If cruelty needs no justification other than the emotional, no cruelty has ever been unjustified. Any justice system worthy of respect casts out its emotional obsessions for rationality and the greater good. It embraces a small and necessary drop of punitive justice and a far larger dose of rehabilitative justice. There is no retribution. This is the rational justice system, one based on forgiveness, mercy, and empathy, even for those who we often feel do not deserve it. There is no reason such beneficial values should be considered unimportant when emotion says so. Such an idea threatens the entirety of the moral order. Rational justice systems work to minimize pain and maximize pleasure for all. They seek to maximize happiness for everyone. Firstly, they defend the public by keeping dangerous individuals away, and secondly, they try to rehabilitate. They do not sell out basic moral values when it is emotionally appealing to do so. In the governing of society, logic and rationality for the good of humanity will always be superior to emotion and to the cruelty and idiocy that it so easily justifies.